The Highline, an abandoned railway in 1980 that is 30 feet above street level. It is approximately 1.5 miles long and it was converted to a park starting back in 2006. It opened in 2009 and it goes from 14th Street, 10th and 11th Avenue, all the way to 34th Street of 10th and 11th Avenue as well. Back in those days, 10th and 11th Avenue was also known as Death Avenue. It's original a railway constructed back in 1847. But now, because of the fact it's been converted, we're going to give you the tour as a park. Currently, we're at West 14th Street, and we're going to be moving in the direction of. So let's take this stroll.
We are now at the famous sculpture of Haloa Pivi. If you don't know who this artist is, he is very famous for taking National Treasure artwork and turning it into like a focal point piece. So this artwork right now is the depiction of what Lady Liberty is, but it also has to do with a lot of inclusivity as well. So please take a look at this. This is brilliant.
So currently right now, we're on West 17th Street and 10th Avenue. This is this section of the Highline. It's got a lot of people moving back and forth right now. The lighting is really good. The temperature is really, really great. The breeze is fantastic. Everybody's here having a good time, moving back and forth, enjoying the weather, enjoying the scenery, and also enjoying the building structures that we have right around us in itself.
All I can say is I'm in total bliss right now, because if you're not here at the Highline enjoying this weather the way it is today, this is actually the perfect time of the year to enjoy the Highline. But let's continue on and moving on to our view of the Highline. Babylon.
So here we are walking the Highline again from West 17th Street.
Yes, sir. On this absolutely gorgeous day.
As I said before, you have a lot of people here actually walking in itself, enjoying themselves, and making sure that they're having a good time.
This is actually pretty busy around this time on a Wednesday, though. It's actually pretty busy today.
Which is true, which is very, very true.
Because I'm astonished over the fact that it's like almost going on 6 o'clock in the evening and it's still as active as it is, because we would usually get a much larger crowd, like congested, like you'd be like this coming through. But no, it's very active, and I'm actually enjoying the scenery because we're in perfect weather conditions.
Not too hot, not too cold. You don't have to worry about sweating.
I love the fall.
And you get to enjoy some of the artistic value of the buildings that are on either side of the Highline. Now, I will say this. If you're a person that are not into drapes or blinds, it will always be on display.
Yes. In other words, you're going to be looking like you're sitting in a fishbowl.
For example, we have this structure here, recently built, brand new. You know these apartments are not cheap whatsoever. They will go into the millions. But the one thing that I will say that catches my attention is the way that it is constructed. Take a look. It gives me the sense of Inception. The building will twist, turn, come apart, reconnect, or if not, you can even refer to it as part of Doctor Strange, as one of the other dimensions.
But also, this area is actually the extension to Billionaires Road as well. If anybody is familiar with Billionaires Row, which is located from 57th Street all the way into the 80s, this is going to be the extension of where Billionaires Row is, because these are luxury apartments that are going for upwards from $5 million and up.
And that is definitely not cheap.
You won't get my coin.
As we continue the tour.
Yes. We're touring.
This is definitely a whole lot cooler. Definitely a whole lot cooler.
It is. I'm liking this though.
The thing is, like I said before, when you look at these apartments, if you don't have drapes or blinds, I guarantee you are going to be on display each and every single day by everybody that's here.
You remember the other day we came through here and we saw the girl getting like butt naked.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
She just stripped right there. You saw booty and all.
Things that you shouldn't be seeing.
But some people just like to be on display because that's the narcissism. But I mean, this walk through the Highline is gorgeous. I would not try to deter anybody from actually taking a walk over here. It's a very interesting walk. You will see very interesting people. Please don't mind all of the noise in the background. That's just part of the New York charm.
Yep. Every single day you're gonna hear something like this.
Because it is considered the city that never sleeps.
True. And like we were saying before, when you come over here and you take a look over the railing to the street level, it's actually 30 feet above street level. In this area in itself, you would have, back in the 1800s, this railway would just take dairy, poultry, other food products, and then from there, transport them from one warehouse to the next. So this way it can get stored or get moved to other locations itself. But when the railway used to run on the street, there were a lot of deaths that used to happen, hence the reason why they call 10th and 11th Avenue Death Avenue.
But just to highlight one point, just so you know, if you just pan over this way towards the buildings, just so you know, for those who are trying to figure out what these apartments are called, this is called the Lantern House. So these are actually built to look like lanterns sitting on top of each other. I just cued myself into finding that information. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it was called Lantern House because it was on another TV channel, which I will not say because I want you to follow and subscribe to us. Thank you.
Now, the art here changes every couple of years. This happens to be a third rendition of what the art was on this particular wall. Here, this is the most recent one. One thing I do love about it is the fact of what the shirt says. And it happens to say, I'm not interested in competing with anyone. I hope we all make it. And not for nothing, I really hope that we all do. So from here, we're going to take a move on and show you the rest of the Highline, which is going to be the last and final leg. So let's go. 23rd Street and 10th Avenue. Another area that you can get on and off the Highline itself. So this way you can walk the Highline at your own pace and enjoy yourself while you do it. Now, as you see here right next to the Highline, you have this structure, recently built, not for nothing. Looks like a Jiffy Pop popcorn bag. Something that will just sit on the stove and you shake it back and forth and it starts to pop left and right and create its own damn shape. So if you take a look from here all the way up, doesn't it look like that? If you got the money to spend on something crazy like this, then go right ahead, more power to you.
You thought maybe you were just really disappointed, you know?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Highline. I'm actually want to highlight some new art installations that have been added to the Highline. Please come take a walk with me. This has been the high point and the most popular area in all of the Highline because of this art installation here. I call it the tornado because that's what it's giving me.
But what's it actually called?
It's actually called, it's Windy. That's the name of the art.
Which has its own plaque right here. It's a whole lot cooler in this section.
Yeah.
What's crazy is that even though that this building should be done, you still have the construction equipment straight up there on the top. What's also interesting is this art setup here. And from what I heard is at different points of the day, that head will turn. And then you also have the boar and also the golden apple.
And you know how we like our golden apples.
Very, very true. What I'd love to check out is this section at night, because what I also heard is that it has a very spectacular appearance in itself for its decor in low light situations. So again, last leg, let's go.
If you come through these parts at night, you will actually see the lighted installations that actually highlight the sculptures here on the main grounds. But I like this building because it's so space age. I'm loving this. It's beautiful. And we're walking and talking.
And then from there, you also have the, and just peeking out from the building that's directly in front of it. It happens to have the terrace that is the highest point in any building across New York City that gives you the most spectacular New York City view.
Which is also housed for the edge. Hey guys, welcome to the Hudson Yards. We are now currently at the Vessel, a 16-story honeycomb structure that was constructed in 2016, completed in 2017, and then it opened up to the public in 2019. That's a total of 4 years, babies, just so you know. The cost of this construction is estimated at almost and over $200 million. Now let's see what $200 million could get you.
And today, this concludes this episode dealing with the Highline all the way into Hudson Yards. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves today with us and had a good time.
I had a great time. All the sights, the sounds, the eats. We actually went to Artichoke today, and this was his first time going.
Truly was, and it was really, really good. So again, thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe, that really helps us out.
Yes, it does.
And like I've always said before, we're only one fair way.
Hello, New York.